Hello and welcome back to the Colony with Man of the Antz. Today we're going to be taking a look at Battlewake. This is a game I've been interested in for quite some time. It's from Servios, who are quite renowned VR developers. They've had a fair 3 or 4 games which have all been pretty well received. And I've been particularly excited about this because if you've been on the channel a while, you know that my dream VR game is basically Assassin's Creed Black Flag without all the land stuff in VR. That's exactly what I want. I'm not sure this is exactly what this is, but it's definitely a step in the right direction. So rather frustrating, I did actually record this last night. Found out when I went to do my editing that I didn't have any of the sound recorded. Only my voice, so just my voice over silence for like 20 minutes, whatever it was. So we're going to start it again, aren't we?
Campaign be where you're headed. If you're looking to take on as many lubbers as your crew can handle, give warfare a try. And if you're looking to compete against some other scoundrels,
we'll wait, it's fine.
Maybe plundering will do. Whatever your choice, plenty of booty awaits.
Plenty of booty indeed. So as he said, there is a campaign mode, a single player campaign mode. There is a warfare mode, which is up to 4-player co-op, which is, you know, just a horde mode essentially. And there is also multiplayer, you saw on the beginning screen as well. But we're going to focus on the campaign mode because that's my jam. So the Legends of Shambhala. Discover the tale of Earth's great pirate lords in this story-focused mode for up to 2 players. Live their legends across 20 thrilling chapters. So there are 4 captains. Right now we can only be Captain McShirtless over here. And I do love this, the fact that the little captain dude mirrors your movements. I love that. I think that's awesome. So we can try and get ourselves centered to where it thinks we should be. Ooh. About there. Okay. So he's got 2 abilities. Power, Winds of Solomon, gain a burst of speed, dealing additional ramming damage. Basically just a boost. And his ultimate, Maelstrom's Wrath. Unleash a massive storm that deals damage over time. So you can see he is actually already level 3 because we've already done a couple of missions. So he's got additional power, damage and health, which is, you know, that's great. I'm happy with that. After swiping a flagship from the Queen's company, Diego took to the seas and never looked back. El Capitan values nothing more than his freedom and his gold. He seeks the throne of Shambhala in hopes of freeing New Earth from any influence but his own. So we're going to start off with mission 1.
You know about the throne of Shambhala, eh? Let Diego tell you a tale. Just keep buying him drinks.
Go on, Diego. So the first mission is The Proving of the Golden Dagger. The throne of Shambhala is a legendary treasure promised to grant its owner their every wish. Diego is just wishing that the Queen's company would leave him alone. Don't let those cabrones lay a finger on your stuff. Sounds easy, right? Easy enough at the very least. So the Proving of the Golden Dagger. Picnic Reef, the Sea of Enzo. Enzo? Don't know how you pronounce that. So this is our ship. Nice large rear deck area. See all our crew down there doing very little at the moment. Wonderful. So I don't know if it's going to give us, it doesn't look like it's going to give us the tutorial for the game. So I can talk you through the tutorial very briefly. So the bell is just your go. That's how you start the mission. Which apparently I did then, which I didn't even mean to ring. So there's no stop, you can't make yourself go faster or slower, it's just you are now going and that's that. Steering wheel obviously does what a steering wheel does. It only has, what's that going to be, about 80 degrees, it doesn't seem like 90 does it? About 80 degrees of rotation either side. These 2 things here either side of you, that's like a quick turn. So this sort of essentially drops an anchor on one of the sides. So if we pull this one over here, we do a quick turn in that direction and a quick turn in that direction. I assume if you pull both, you just sort of stop. You do. So I suppose you can slow down, but you can't necessarily speed up. Firing, you've got these 2 front guns, and you can see this little white dot that's here, which is finger tracking. Hold the trigger when you're facing forward, and that'll fire those. And then your cannons, if you hold your arm out to the side, you'll get this aiming reticule pop up automatically. Then you just pull the triggers to fire. It's as simple as that. That is basically everything there is to the game that I've noticed so far. So here is our first victim.
I signed one of those. Dig it out and maybe you can...
We do have our special abilities as well. So I think you press in the touch pads. We will do the boost. So we'll give that a go at some point soon. That's that one gone. So I don't think you can actually collect anything after they've gone.
They threw hundreds.
That's where a mortar's going to land. That's what that is up there. Got quite a bit of spread on our weapons, so it's quite hard to get long shots. And I'll see if I can't get a bit of a quick turn there, maybe. Oh, I was going to try and do the special, but it's oh, I did it in the wrong place. That's fine. Was he already down? He's already down. Okay, that's the end of him. We do have what looks like a mortar. Ooh, very quickly move on the back of our ship, but I don't really know how we use it. It's just a there. Don't know whether that's something that comes up at a later mission, perhaps. And I just haven't come across it quite yet.
I am feeling a little stormier than usual.
Oh, I meant to wait a little second, but I didn't because I'm an idiot. At some point, we'll get that working. It's fine. And we do have an ultimate, which you can... Oh, there we go. There we go. There's our ultimate. So it appears on the back of your wrist when it's ready to use. And you just grab it and put it where you want. And that'll take care of those two ships pretty easily. And I don't think you can hurt yourself with it.
I know you're imagining me sinking a pretty impressive
Where?
number of boats already, but
Where's... Oh, there. There we go. This one.
whatever that number was. See, here they come.
He's taken care of. Is that one right behind us? It is. All right, mate. Trying to avoid the mines. Oh, yeah, we got him. Pushed him into a mine. I don't know if that got us or him, but I'm happy with that regardless. Can we get a long shot off? Now, like I say, the spread is really, really high at like any sort of distance, so it does get quite hard to hit them. I don't know what that was. What was that? Oh, this dude right behind us. That's what that will be. Doesn't seem like there's any way of really defending your ship. Like in Assassins, you can get your crew to hunker down if they're in danger. It doesn't seem like there's any way of doing that necessarily. You do recharge health, I think. Only got 2 skulls. How did I only get 2 skulls? I got 3 skulls, definitely the first time I did that. So this is one of the few issues I have with the game. You have that screen pop, I'm not sure how much experience you get and everything. And then it just goes. It just goes immediately. So it hasn't saved any of the skulls that I did on my previous missions, weirdly. So I definitely got 3, and I got 3 on all the ones that I did. But it hasn't saved it there for some weird reason. We pop to the war chest for a second. I can show you this, so you can see what your captain's abilities are. You can't actually spend them when he goes up a level, which I didn't get any experience for from that mission. So I'm not sure exactly how the experience works, but regardless. So you can't spend these, you don't choose where these go, they just go, wherever they want. There's nothing you can do about it. So you do level up and you do get more powerful, but you can't really spec yourself in any kind of way. What you can do is, because I left the warship, but you can upgrade your ship, which costs 3,000 coins. I don't know what they are, they're just coins. Obviously we have our other ships as well, but we cannot currently use these other ships.
I couldn't have made a better choice myself.
Oh, can I choose these ships? These ships aren't locked, I suppose, are they?
I couldn't have made a better choice myself.
But I suppose that we'll use them with the individual captains when we get to them. So we'll stick with Matey over here to start with. So I'm guessing there are 3 upgrades you can do. The first one, as I say, costs 3,000, which we can't afford, and would increase our prow weapons and our health. Our broadsides were already okay. So if there are 3 up, I suppose one, maybe like 1 point each in those, and then 1 point each in those again. I suppose that's what it'll do. And it does tell us here, the El Punto Negro, or the Black Spot, became infamous during the burning of Paraiso. Diego commandeered it in order to save hundreds of pirates from the fire, even if he was just trying to save himself. It still counts. Damn right, Diego. So yeah, so you can upgrade your stuff, but yeah, and you don't really have any idea of how many coins you actually have. Oh, I didn't read that. Didn't read it. Sorry, everyone. Like I say, you don't collect stuff during the mission, you just get coins at the end of it. I didn't seem to get any additional coins there. I'm pretty sure that's where I left off. So you don't get coins for redoing missions. So I don't know how you'd ever get potentially 9,000 coins to rank that guy up. Am I in a different ship? Oh no, it's just dark, I think, isn't it? So you can see that in the different missions, your ship does get some more crates and some gold piling up and everything like that, which is great. But that obviously doesn't actually apply to how much gold you have in general. It's just there. It just changes per mission, so it doesn't really flow very well between the various missions. So we're taking on a boss ship here, which we kind of ignored completely. I do like that this mission is a bit more bouncy. There's a lot more going on in terms of the sea. Now there's one of the ships, and I think about this one, which has a very devastating attack if you get a bit too close, which we are definitely going to get. So we do a glancing blow like that, which worked out very nicely for us. I'm going to focus on the main ship as much as I can, so as whilst we are not...
You fight like a coward, and you sink like one too!
Hello? I thought I was turning.
I swear I wasn't drinking. At least not more than usual. Is that why it seemed like there were so many boats attacking me? Hang on to your hats!
Yeah, I do like a nice ramming attack. I'll have to try and avoid these mines. So you can fire with either hand. It's not like your left hand is locked to fire into the left. I was wondering. We'll just thread the needle between these mines here. Oh, that's going to go badly for us. We're okay. No, we're not.
When they thought they had gotten away, they were sunk.
So we sunk the big dude.
I was the only one left to blame.
And again, we haven't got the 3 skulls. I don't know what's going on with that. That's very weird. Do you have more HP than we had before? I don't know. I think we do. Definitely not on a different ship, though. I don't think. I am going to go and check that.
My time, but I had never seen a barco like that one that came after us next.
No, that is definitely that one, isn't it? Yeah. Don't know. Weird. Who knows? So,
on that thing. It was magnificent, and it was
yeah, we'll do the third one.
Next part of this story was pretty painful, actually.
We did get a little bit of money there, actually, so maybe I was wrong. Maybe you do get money each time. But as you can see, we got 200 odd gold for that. Cost 3,000 to do a ship. So I did 3 missions last night. I've done 2 again, and we've got 2,000 gold. I've done 5 missions and got 2,000. So whether you get a lot for the end ones, I don't know. So this one is the Battle of the Frozen Bog. With their flagship in flames, the Queen's company is stuck. But unfortunately for Diego, he's stuck with one of the most dangerous ships in their fleet. Sink the Vainglory at any cost. Which I'm sure we will. Right? Right, the Battle of the Frozen Bog. If there's a name to strike terror into the hearts of soldiers everywhere, that's what it is. So...
For the last time, you can't have my ring! I got it from the floating guy with the key in the game of cards, and it's the only time
So I don't know where the big dude is. I can see there's a couple of smaller ships over here. So we'll head towards those to start, shall we? And we'll just let him go, and then we will... Hooah! There's one down. It does look like the ships have already got a bit of distance on them. It has this weird thing, which I've had previously in sailing games in VR, where it doesn't seem to do very well at actually locking your hand to the wheel. Like, it'll occasionally just fling the wheel in the other direction. Sometimes you think you've got a grip on the wheel, where in actuality, you do not. makes it a little awkward, particularly as you can't control the speed of the ship necessarily. So I guess we need to take out a few of these before the Vainglory arrives. Don't know if the Vainglory is named after Captain Charles Vane, who was actually a infamous pirate back in the day. If you've watched Black Sails, the Amazon show, he was a big part of that. A show that I think was a little bit underrated, really. I think it deserved a bit more than it got. Although I will say, if you are going to watch Black Sails, you have to power through the first. The first few episodes weren't great. You do have to power through them a little bit until you get to the good stuff. One more. Yeah, because he hit an iceberg.
Coming for you, Captain.
So I think the Vainglory is gonna raise its head. Is that it over there?
My entire life. The Queen's flag.
I think it is.
I was the only one between them and the legendary throne of Shambhala.
So this does have some very devastating attacks. So we want to try and keep a bit of range going. I don't have my special. I don't know what it is you need to charge your special. Like, is it kills? So there's one of its. Oh, there it is. Look. So that'll do a nice little bit of damage for us. Happy with that. There's its preposterous attack where it just does that, but incessantly. And I believe the first time I tried this one, he actually managed to take me out. So that's actually not the attack I'm thinking of. That's just a double cannon. That's just a crazy mortar attack. But we're doing okay. We've got rid of a good chunk of the Vainglory's health already. I'm just trying to keep... See there? I was trying to steer to the left, and then the wheel just out of nowhere flung itself over to the right. Don't want to go. I want to keep going. Keep on this side of this. See, if you get a little closer... Oh, here it comes. It's just like a repeated Gatling attack. And if you get... Oh, if we're going to go through that... We survived that okay, actually. But if you hit the... Again, flicking over to the side... Well, it's charging up again, but it's charging up in a fairly stupid place, so we're okay. And we might just be able to get a kill from up here. Ooh, oh, that's damn close. That is damn close. Oh, you can see we've got more treasure on the ship. I meant to point it out. We've got some treasure down on the lower decks as well there, around the crew. I mean, they are surrounded by treasure. You'd have thought that'd be a really bad thing to have on a pirate ship. Like, if a cannonball hits that pile of treasure, it's just gonna, like, shrapnel the crew.
Diego was victorious. The ring is leading him to the tesoro, and the story was already...
Ah, we got 3 skulls finally. Finally. Look at that. So you can see we've got a bit of score on some level, but we don't really know what we got because it disappears almost immediately.
After the battle, I sailed further...
So we're going to leave that there. We'll save the next 2 until the next mission. So do we have enough now? We do have enough now. So we did get a fair bit for doing that mission, actually, didn't we? Do we want to upgrade it, I guess is the question. I mean, why not, right? Do we want to save it? No, we'll upgrade it. We've got a couple more missions, yeah? Let's upgrade it. Get those prow weapons upgraded. And so the next one only does 1 health. And it does fill up that. So the next one does 1 health for 10,000 gold. And the next one, I guess, is going to cost like 30,000 gold then, and you'll get a little bit more broadside damage.
You're already looking like...
So the third and fourth ships actually have less broadside damage than the other one. It does have stern weapons, but it's never told me how to use the stern weapon. So I don't know if there's some tutorial coming up at some point for that. I'm sure we'll find out. So there we go. That is Battlewake. I am going to do a series going through. As I said, it's 20 missions, 5 per captain. So that's the first 3 for Captain Diego here, El Capitan. We will go through the rest of them. I do want to see how it plays out. I will say, and this is I said this beginning of the video, that I failed to record properly, which was frustrating, but there we go. It's not quite what I wanted. It's almost there, but it just feels a little bit disjointed. Like it just throws you in, here's a very small, self-contained mission. You get experience, but you can't even see your experience bar go up. You can't spend your experience either. It just, if you level up, you've just leveled up. And you get a point, but you don't know where it's going. You can't choose. You can't create the character you want to. Can't see what those guys look like outside of those very interesting looking pictures. Well, I guess that's one of them there, isn't it? There's Diego. There's Captain Monkey, I'm guessing. I suppose the other one's behind that menu there that we can't see. No, it's not. Where's the other one? Oh, there it is over there. Look. So, yes, it's not quite what I wanted. It's almost there. The combat feels pretty nice. Feels pretty solid. It's very simple. You can control your speed. You've got 2 side brakes, you can fire your cannon, you can fire your front gun, same button. There's no different kind of cannonballs that I can see, or that we at least don't have any yet. So you don't have a chain shot or anything like that you can upgrade to or utilize at any moments. Story-wise, there is a story, but it's kind of, because the missions are so self-contained and they feel very disjointed, it doesn't really feel like there's a story. It just feels like you're playing, here's a set of very separate missions that you can play through in a game if you want to, which is okay. I'm enjoying the missions, I just wanted a little bit more of a cohesive single-player experience. I don't know whether Battlewake was conceived and made into as a multiplayer game to start, and then they went, well, we should probably do something to make it a little bit more single-player friendly, and so they brought this up afterwards. It doesn't feel like this was the focus of the game. It feels like this is probably developed for multiplayer and then the single-player, which is, I'm sure, what most people want, but I do want that amazing single-player RPG sailing game. I want to feel like a pirate, I really do. But anyway, we'll see how the rest of this game goes. I'm quite excited to see the rest of it. I want to see the other captains and the different ships and see how they handle, if they feel any different. I think that could be quite exciting. If you've enjoyed this video, if you want to see the rest of this series, click the like button. That's always appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Questions and comments, leave them down below as always. If you've played Battlewake, let me know down below what you thought of the game. I'd be really interested to hear your opinions. Don't forget, I do stream on Wednesdays, and it'd be wonderful to see you there to say hello. Otherwise, I will see you next time in Battlewake to continue on with El Capitan's story. And as always, thank you very much for joining me.